All right, so now what we're gonna go ahead and do, we're gonna get into facts and opinions. We're gonna talk about how China is banning hip hop. So 2 Chinese rappers were cut from their country's popular shows, The Singer and Happy Camp, and they're calling hip hop a tool to vent anger, misery, and complaints, which is unsuited to China and couldn't thrive there. So Kim, how do you feel about China banning hip hop?
China over there cloning monkeys and shit. Did y'all see that this week on the news? They cloned a monkey. But they don't want people to express themselves. Hip hop is a form of expression. And it's a form of expression that started here and it just became a thing throughout the world. China has a lot of nerve, but that's how they are over there.
Right.
I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair. And I think that if you really, really, really want to know about what's going on in the street, it's always come from hip hop.
Absolutely.
So what they don't want people to know is what's going on in the street, obviously, because they're saying that hip hop is horrible and it's corrupt, but art is imitating life in China.
Absolutely.
And if you think those people are happy with what's going on, they're not. And they just don't want anyone else to know about that. Just like Donald Trump is like here, where he doesn't want anyone to tell the truth about what's going on. And so he creates a narrative that's good for his look.
Well, you know, this is similar to the anti-spiritual pollution in the 1980s where rock and roll was targeted.
Right.
Also,
heavy metal was targeted.
Yep. Also, Wu Fan, who was the editor for the U.S.-based Chinese language magazine Chinese Affairs, said that the Chinese government just appears to want to control what's going on in China.
Absolutely.
Like,
That's
they don't really
right.
want people to have an opinion. Like, they have a thin line or a straight line that they want, you know,
they don't want anyone to cross
civilization to walk.
Right.
Know? Whereas with America, you know, I mean, the land of the free. Was it really
allegedly?
The land of the free? You know
well, they
I mean?
tried to ban hip hop back in. We talked about this too in a previous episode where the U.S. government, NWA was targeted in that.
Absolutely.
There were Uncle Luke,
Crew.
2 Live Crew. Uncle Luke went all the way to the Supreme Court.
Absolutely. That's the reason why those parental advisory stickers are on albums.
Right.
We talked about that in the previous episode.
We really did. So go back and watch that episode because we pulled out a lot of information and facts about that. And China, fight for your rights. Fight. I mean, like I said, if no one really listens to the news anymore, it's always been about the people. Hip hop has always been about the people. So
they feel like people who are problematic and involved in scandals are a cause, you know, a threat. Sort of
well,
speak.
the people that they're banning, they're saying that they're like on drugs or whatever. They don't want you. They're trying to ban people that have tattoos too.
It's an illusion. Do you believe a lot of these artists are on drugs, or do you think it's an illusion?
Here or there?
I'm just saying there. I mean, because they're really following our trend.
Well, this is
Whatever
the thing.
we do, they do.
This is the thing. Just like back in the day, like we were just saying how they tried to ban rock and roll, it was because rock and roll was a part of the drug culture, right? So now that hip hop stars are rock and roll stars, because hip hop is the #1 genre in the world now.
Absolutely.
Rock and roll used to be. We've knocked rock and roll off as the top genre, right? So now hip hop stars are the new rock and roll stars. And with everything that comes with rock and roll, including the drugs, that's a thing now. So I can understand them trying to get it under control, but there has to be a balance. Like, you can't just say, oh, you can't do this at all. Like, I can understand you saying, okay, we need a positive balance.
And
like,
I think
let's
eventually,
promote some more.
I think eventually they'll find a way to you know what I mean, fight for their rights and, you know, get some type of negotiation, so to speak, to where they can do what they want to do and it can be within the guidelines of, you know, China's laws.
Well, that's what they're saying now. China has started to embrace hip hop that falls along the lines of what their government agrees upon.
Right.
So just America, watch this, because what ends up happening is, you know, and I've been predicting this for a while now, like if every damn hip hop song that comes out is all about the same thing, drugs, holes, then it's gonna come down to that here. Like, you have to put a balance back in hip hop. You cannot go 100% down this road that everybody is going down. Like, I get it, everybody wants to have fun. That's cool. You should have your fun songs. We should have some informative songs. We should have some political songs to challenge people.
Gotta have the fuck songs.
You gotta have the challenge of the thought process. That's great, but I'm just saying, The fucking and the drugs are all in the same songs. Fucking, drugs, and strip clubs are in every damn song. We can't just depend on Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole to be the only two people that are in the commercial hip hop space. I know if you dig and you look, and if you're a real hip hop head and you dig through the crates or whatever, and you look for what you want to hear, you will definitely find it. But in the commercial space, Crit still has a little way to go to be as commercial as Kendrick and J. Cole.
I think it's a lot of rappers that really talk that, and a lot of people say they want it, but they just don't promote it like they should.
Absolutely. And that's what everything we always say on this show, power is always in the people. We promote our own stuff. Promotion and publicity is in the hands and in the power of the people. Everything is in the power of the people. Like I always say, look how many followers on Instagram like Beyonce has. But guess what? Do you really need to follow Beyonce? Because every time she posts a picture, it's on this, it's on that, it's on that, the same picture. So it's like, you can unfollow her and still see everything that everyone else sees. Like 2 minutes later.
It's more about entertainment. Like,
it's more about entertainment.
Like the one cat, I still don't understand to this day why they keep promoting the boat game dude.
Who?
The dude that go in the store still.
Boat gang, whole lot of gang shit.
You guys are scaring me. What are you guys talking about?
Look up Boot. You ain't never seen Boot gang?
Okay, first of all, what are you saying? Are you saying
look that up right now? I want to see your reaction. I want your reaction on the camera. Look up Boot gang, whole lot of gang.
Please spell this.
Yeah, let me see it. I got you.
Please spell it, because I don't know what you're.
Go in the store.
Oh! Is he a rapper?
He does.
Okay.
Once they go on social media, they become rappers.
But he got arrested the other day.
You get arrested all the time.
Are you serious? Oh no. Okay, I know who you're talking about. I didn't know. Right. I didn't know that. Okay, I just thought it was just this guy that goes to the store and knocks shit over and runs out.
Nah.
So he.
It's a whole
This is why I got this on. I'm sad. Everything. I'm just troubled by this world. I'm troubled by this world.
Oh, at the SSE Fat Boy, and then he did the little shit with the pillow fight and all that shit, and then he went to Breakfast Club and knocked over.
I'm troubled by this world. You know, Puffy is an ambulance chaser. As soon as he sees somebody is already popular, he just puts them on. He puts them on.
You mad at Puffy for that?
No, I'm not mad.
Do it or a white person do it?
No, good. Do your thing, Puff. I'm proud of him.
Nilly Vanilli was a publicity stunt.
A publicity stunt on whose part though? What do you mean it was a publicity
They
stunt?
weren't even singing, they rapping they shit or whatever the fuck they was doing. They weren't even doing it for real.
No, they weren't. But back then, what happened is a lot of people were not quote unquote pretty enough to have their face on TV. You got to think about it. We started, and when I say we,
because didn't that happen with the remember the song LL had doing it around?
Well, no, that girl was pregnant. That's why she couldn't be in the video.
But they said she wasn't pretty either.
I don't remember what she looks like.
I don't know.
But my generation, we're the MTV era. So it was all about visuals for us. You could have a song that wasn't shit, but if the visuals were good, the song would pop. This day, you don't even need all that. You just be an asshole, get on TV, do dumb shit, and now everyone's looking at you.
Flavor Flav.
Oh man, did y'all see him get beat up the other day? That was sad. Don't disrespect y'all. Stop
disrespecting somebody's mama. If somebody disrespect your mama, you not gonna beat their ass?
Don't disrespect people.
Yeah, he disrespected.
I don't know what he did, but
his mama.
I don't know what he did, but that was sad. And don't disrespect your elders, little people. But anyway, getting back to what we were talking about, we were the age of the visual, right? It was a part of the artistry. Bring all that stuff back. Make people be accountable for the money they're making. They make way more money than the people made back then.
Make hip-hop great again.
Make hip-hop great again. And that's all up to us. Absolutely, they make more money. Are you kidding?
I mean,
they make more money and they do less. They do less. The new artists make more money and they do less work.
But
it seemed like it was a lot more money thrown around in the 90s.
Well, in the 90s, the more money was thrown around, but it was thrown around to more people. It had to go through too many people.
But also the show people are booking a lot of shows now, and it's a lot more resources for them to make money. Like they don't just have to depend on the labels anymore. Like they can go out there, they can, sell their own merch and do things. But she's a rapper now.
Who?
When she first did the whole
Yeah.
she was getting booked.
Who?
The Catch Me Outside girl. How about that?
Oh, Catch Me
How about
Outside.
that?
Getting booked for like
That's horrible, though. Well, this is terrible, and it all needs to stop, and it's all up to y'all.